I think when I was around 25 years old, I met some friends, and I was as well in the university studying earth science and crystallography. I think that's how you say, crystallography, about crystals. And I basically got to start interested in the electromagnetic field, and everything have a radiation. And plus I had many questions before about certain things, and I found some friend who interested in more or less the same issue. And the strange things that we start to experiment between us, mainly about the aura and electromagnetic field around people, plants, crystals, objects, and try to see if we can feel certain things. I mean, the research itself was amazing because it's as well brought us to increase our sensitivity and practice and get a bit more conscious about the fact that everything that actually exists radiate. We talked before, it came about electromagnetic smoke, kind of, you can say the bad things, but everything that exists around us actually radiate in some form or another. This light radiates now a lot of heat, for example. We don't see it, but we can feel it. And this is what we call a coarse electromagnetic. Our body is much finer and actually radiate much finer electricity, whether it could be as well coarse, which can be seen as well in the aura, but it's mainly a very fine energy. So we got interested in it, and then we kind of wonder what the hell we can do with such a thing. I didn't learn medicines, and at that time, the whole idea of alternative medicine wasn't so, at least it didn't cross my mind.
Yes, in the 80s.
Yeah, and I wasn't really clear what we can do with it. And then funnily enough, I think in one of our occasions, there was an article on the newspaper about Shimon Peres, which is now the Israeli president. He's 90 years old, who went to Italy actually. He used to be a very heavy smoker, and he met some kind of a guy who used to do he didn't understood what he did, but he came to his chair, he did something, and he came out and he didn't want to smoke.
Okay, okay.
So we came to the idea, I said, look, why don't we start with smokers? Because we didn't want to deal with illnesses. We said, let's see if we can work with it. And to our amazement, the results start to come. Obviously, it didn't start as a business. It was a friendly invitation. We used to go on the street and ask people, would you like to come?
So when I get this straight, you were starting to be interested in certain key questions about life and itself and the existence of everything, and about electromagnetic fields especially, and somehow you came up to solving addictions. So it was basically a coincidence that you
I
worked
can
like
say
this.
It's a coincidence and not coincidence, because I believe that every coincidence is not really a coincidence, or whatever we want to term. It's the terms of we're using. As I say, like even me being in Germany, I don't think it's a coincidence, although it's looked like, but I think maybe all our existence is a coincidence. There are some philosophy, but that's kind of the idea that it wasn't meant to, wasn't even came with the idea to, I can say, even try to help other people. We try to experiment and see what we can do with this amazing system.
And that brought you to Germany, and finally today here to our studio.